We're diving into the world of 3D printing to explore some awesome accessories for your Steam Deck. Whether you're a gamer on the go or just trying to enhance your Steam Deck experience at home, these accessories are sure to level up your Steam Deck game. First up is this charging cradle designed by Meh Strong Bad Meh. This is a super handy thing to have for both traveling and just around the house. The primary function of this is to hold your Steam Deck's charger as well as a decent amount of micro SD cards. The micro SD cards simply slide into these slots inside the print. The prong end of the charger drops into the left side here, and then you just have to do the best you can to coil the cord tight enough to fit into this cutout. It's a pretty tight fit because of how long the charger is, but there's also this lid that slides over the cord that keeps the micro SD cards and the charger in place. It feels pretty solid once everything is put together. Now all you have to do is stick the entire thing into the cutout in the bottom of the case that came with your Steam Deck. If all of that wasn't enough to convince you to print this, it's also a stand for your Steam Deck so that you can charge your device while it's standing up, or if you just want to stand it upright to get back some of your desk space. I've been using this for the past 8 months or so, especially to keep my Steam Deck on my desk, and I can't recommend it enough. This next print is for anyone who likes to do a little tinkering with their electronics. When I first got my Steam Deck, I replaced the 64 gig hard drive with a 1 terabyte one, and this little guy would have come in handy. It's a Steam Deck repair jig, also made by Meh Strong Bad Meh. This one is pretty straightforward, as its only function is to keep your Steam Deck off of the table while you make any modifications or repairs to the internals. It will keep everything on the front of your Steam Deck safe so you don't have to worry about any unnecessary pressure on your thumbsticks, buttons, screen, or trackpads. This prints in 2 pieces and locks together in the center. I can see where this might be a little overkill if you're not doing a lot of modifications, but it is nice to have around in case you need it. I see a lot of people online installing replacement shells or HD screen mods, and this will help with at least part of that process. By the way, if you're brave enough to attempt one of those repairs, more power to you. I've been repairing electronics for years, and I have no desire to give either of those a try. Next on the list are these thumbstick protectors that are designed to, well, protect the thumbsticks. These were designed by Callum Rise and can be printed pretty quickly. I think these only took an hour and a half. I did print them with tree supports that popped off pretty easily. They're designed with small cutouts for magnets, which really give them a more of a premium feel. I thought I was going to need to glue the magnets in, but the cutouts were tight enough that glue wasn't necessary. I was able to pick up a pack of 300 of these magnets for $10 on Amazon. Now I just need to think of a use for the other 296 magnets. This isn't really an accessory that you'll need for around the house, but is more for taking your Steam Deck on the go. The Steam Deck case will still close with protectors installed, and they do a great job of keeping the sticks from both moving and clicking. Any good case is going to keep the thumbsticks from moving around too much anyway, so this is really for just a little extra peace of mind. I would recommend using these if you needed to pack your Steam Deck away for some reason, like a move. This is just to be sure that the sticks don't move in case something else presses up against your Steam Deck case. One of the more popular prints for the Steam Deck I've seen online is the Lifesaver designed by LWC. It's an insert for the case that came with your Steam Deck. The idea is that it'll keep your Steam Deck from falling out of the case if you pick the case up while it was unzipped. I don't really keep my Steam Deck in the case, but I figured it'd be a good idea to have this if I'm traveling. There is a bit of a problem though. Let me explain. There are a lot of inconsistencies among the Steam Deck cases that Valve included with the consoles. Some have a ribbon to help lift the Steam Deck out, while some don't have a ribbon at all. Some of the new cases are slightly slimmer than the older cases, but it goes even further than that. You see, the Lifesaver works by sliding under the case's seam to hold it in place. This is surprisingly enough pressure to hold the weight of the Steam Deck if you accidentally pick up your case unzipped, but not every case has enough seam to tuck the Lifesaver into place. This doesn't even come down to the original case versus the slim case, it's just a difference in manufacturing apparently. LWC has a message on the printables listing letting people know that this is a possibility. Unfortunately for me, my case doesn't have enough seam for me to get the Lifesaver to work properly. I was able to get it to work once with a lot of force trying to get the seams over the Lifesaver, but it popped out just a couple minutes later. Also noticed that the top left of the Lifesaver completely cracked, probably from me trying to make it work. LWC created a slim version and a regular version of the Lifesaver, but I couldn't get either to work for me. Even though I'm not able to use the Lifesaver myself, I think that anyone who uses the official Steam Deck case should try one of these and see if they're lucky enough for it to work. This could save you from a lengthy and costly repair that would require that jig we just talked about. The last print I want to talk about is the simplest, but it has quickly become my favorite. This is a tiny little stand for the Steam Deck designed by Lloyd Kloek. Before I found this, I was using the charging cradle from the beginning of the video, and while that works great, this stand is a lot smaller. I didn't even realize until after I printed it that these bumps on the stand fit into the screw holes in the back of the Steam Deck, locking the stand in place. Now when I pick up my Steam Deck, the stand comes with it. That may seem kind of stupid at first, but here's what makes that so cool. The back of the stand sticks out just far enough that I can comfortably rest the console on my leg or desk or whatever. The Steam Deck is a beefy console and can get pretty heavy after a while. This lets me play for longer without having to worry about my wrists cramping or my hands falling asleep. I like keeping my Steam Deck upright on my desk when I'm not playing it, so it's nice that the stand is always right where I need it, and I don't have to worry about making sure I put my Steam Deck securely in the stand each time I'm done using it. You can find links to all of these files in the description down below. Which of these prints can you see yourself using, or are you using one of them already? If you like this video, an easy and free way to support this channel is to just simply subscribe and maybe share this video with a friend. You can follow me here on my social media if you're into that sort of thing, and I'll catch you on the next one.